represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Geek, what the hell happened to everyone?
I've never seen an anomaly like this before.
Residual frequency signatures detected.
Oh, that's not good.
What does that mean?
It means we're picking up frequencies from other dimensions or times.
Well, at least somebody's getting some action.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's been a long time since I had any frequency in getting some action.
iDork, patch it through the main computer.
Airways is my command.
Oh, we're picking up something.
What the hell is it?
It's a broadcast of some sort.
Adjusting audio.
Boosting signal.
Welcome to the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Oh, God, is it Monday?
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Alrighty, folks, good morning and welcome. You have been beamed aboard. You are now live and inside the mothership. I'm your host, Alien Stone. It's Monday morning, folks. You probably just arrived at your job. You're sitting there in your cubicle staring forward at your monitor, wishing that you were not there. Well, tune out for 3 hours. And I mean tune out from work and tune in to the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. As long as my voice holds out, we will continue, and I'll take you all the way up to the lunchtime hour here in the States. And maybe you're on the other side of the planet. I'll take you on up to dinner time. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the whole world is in conflict right now about the whole daylight savings time thing. You know, it just happened last night here in the States, but I guess it happened last week in the UK. We're on stations in the UK. We're on stations here. So it's turmoil, man. Nobody knows when anybody's on. Nobody can figure it out. But my answer to that question is, when are we on? We're on right now. Now. Now is now here, now is now there, now is now everywhere. No matter what your clock says, no matter what the government told you to do with your clock, it is now. Now is now. So, folks, yes, nice Miyagi t-shirt. That's right, guys. I am channeling the spirit of Miyagi today. That's right. That means I am not going to walk the left side of the road. I'm going to walk the left side of the road. Or I'm going to walk the right side of the road. I am not going to walk in the middle because sooner or later, just like grape. That's right. That means you can't tell these people yes and tell these people yes and expect that to be ripped apart later on. Okay? You got to choose sides. I know that sounds like crazy. Like, you're not supposed to choose sides. You kind of have to now. You kind of have to. But anyway, folks, as I said, coming up in this hour, we got music for your vagina holes. We got comedy. We got your calls. We got talk. We got sports. We got classic episodes of Just a Few Questions. Maybe Judge Man will stop by. Bad movie flashbacks. All of this going on, including the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions, which was recorded just yesterday during Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern on this fantastic radio station on every Sunday. This one called Government Turkeys. Oh, that's right, guys. You remember the government cheese? Well, here comes the government turkeys. All right, so stick around for that. That'll be in hour number 3, but classic episodes on the way. But first, let's get things started the way we always do, with a bit of a history lesson here on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
November 8, 1923.
Es lebe unsere Bewegung! Es lebe unser deutsches Volk!
Nazi leader Adolf Hitler makes his first attempt to seize power in Germany. He launches a failed coup in the city of Munich, an event that becomes known as the Beer Hall Putsch. Hitler ultimately achieves his goal when he becomes Germany's dictator in the following decade. 1960.
I don't believe in big government, but I believe in effective governmental action.
Democrat John F. Kennedy wins the presidency, beating Republican Richard Nixon in a close finish. The senator from Massachusetts edges out the incumbent vice president by fewer than 120,000 votes.
The election may have been a close one, but I think that there is general agreement by all of our citizens that a supreme national effort will be needed in the years ahead to move this country safely through the 1960s.
1966. Future President Ronald Reagan makes the jump from the silver screen to politics. The then movie actor is elected California's governor. He wins the White House 14 years later. 1949. Bonnie Raitt, singer and songwriter, is born in Burbank, California. And 1971. British rock band Led Zeppelin releases the album Led Zeppelin 4. Among the tracks, the epic song Stairway to Heaven. Today in history, November 8th. Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.
Alrighty, folks. Now we're all caught up on that history lesson. Let's go ahead and put some music into your Vajir holes. Now, recently I got an email from a listener, and I ask you guys all the time, send me an email. Send it to alienstone@alienxradio.com. It's alienstone@alienxradio.com. Or you can always Skype, and if I don't answer you can leave text messages through the Skype line too, which is alienstone1. Alienstone and the number 1. Don't spell it out because you'd be wrong. So, anyway, what was I getting at with this? What was I getting at? Oh, the email I received said, Alien Stone, we love the hard rock and roll music that you play. We love the alternative music because when we're at work, it keeps us going. However, quite often when we first arrive at work at 9 o'clock in the morning and you throw something into our ears like, I don't know, some screamy heavy metal rock and roll that we would absolutely love an hour from now, it's a little early in the morning. I just got my coffee, Alien Stone. So can you kind of ease us into the day with something a little more mellow and then build it on up there so that by the time we reach lunch, we're all caffeinated and excited and ready to do the rest of our day? Well, certainly I'll be happy to do that for you. So I'm going to do that with a Detroit native who loves to vacation in Detroit. Or a Detroit native who loves to vacation in Florida. Wow, I'm all screwed up. Julie Haven is going to start us off this morning with some mellow music. It's called Dust on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Was our love And I once believed in a love eternally, and I thought you were the one. And if I was wrong, oh God, what have I done? I won't trust myself
There is a place in the desert where the rain sounds very nervy, knocking and dripping, knocking and dripping. As tears are gathered through rusty, broken thoughts, and it fills up, and it fills up. Rusty boilers and the walls lie down, coated in wonder and yellowish brown. The joy they make up, desert oblivion, lasting forever in cosmic pavilion. It's dripping, knocking and dripping. Yeah, it's dripping, knocking and dripping. Rusty boilers tend to conceal the love to people that the desert appeal. The silent tears they sacrifice for peace, a beautiful house and a good night's kiss, and it's dripping, knocking and dripping. Yeah, it's dripping, knocking and dripping. Beyond the road at night, two people, silence and tears, with overload and freezing fear, and it's dripping, knocking and dripping. Yeah, it's dripping, knocking and dripping.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please, no, not that.
Welcome to Tromaville High, an average American high school, with one exception. It's located only 1 mile away from a nuclear power plant. They said it was 100% safe. But they were wrong. Welcome to the class of Nukem High. Yes, at Nukem High, strange things are happening. The Honor Society has changed from a group of clean-cut preppies into a vicious gang of cretins. The teenage student body is transformed into horrifying mutations. And physical education is turned into a nightmare of violence. Introducing Warren and Chrissy.
I love you.
Two young lovers caught in a world gone mad.
I have to die!
Yes, at Nukem High, anything can happen. And does. The class of Nukem High, where you'll learn the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and and radiation. The class of Nukem High. Rated R.
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com. You have been beamed aboard and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, folks, once again, it is time for the Punchlines. And the Punchlines is always being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. All righty, folks. Here we go, man. Just jumping into some of these punchlines. Broken toilet means SpaceX crew is stuck using diapers. Can you imagine having to break into the emergency rations and the emergency supplies, if you will, not rations, but supplies, on your trip to outer space because the toilet doesn't work and you need to put on diapers. And there just happens to be diapers in that kit. Now, you're going to outer space, so I'm assuming that they're going to go over and above to make sure that you have everything that you need in outer space. Like, for crying out loud, on Apollo 13, they were out in the middle of nowhere. The ship was broken. They were going to die in outer space. But they had enough random junk aboard the ship, just in case, that they were able to build something out of nothing, survive, slingshot around the moon, and come back. Okay? But their toilet worked. I don't know if they had a toilet or if they just did it in their they had a, I don't know if they had extra spongy stuff in there. I don't know. But anyway, the broken toilet means that the SpaceX crew had to use diapers. Now, this will be the first time in the history of space travel that a human being has worn a diaper in outer space, unless you count William Shatner. That was recently. Yes, that was before them. Well, actually, this would be the first time since then. Yes, the first time since then. So, really, the second time diapers were in outer space. We still don't know if Shatner actually Shatner. We don't know if he used said diaper, if it needed to be vacated, cleaned, removed, or what happened. We don't know. But we can assume that Captain Kirk, in fact, was wearing diapers. Also, a New Zealand potato named Doug just might be the world's biggest. Now, I seen a picture of this potato, and quite frankly, it looked like the Elephant Man's head. Okay? I mean, it looked just like the Elephant Man's head. Remember the movie The Elephant Man? The black and white movie? Pull the thing, I am not an animal! Remember that? Yeah. That's what Doug looked like. That is the potato. Alright? So, this will be the world's first potato, or the first food anyway, named after the way that it was brought into this world. Get it? They dug it up because they used a shovel? Because potatoes are growing to the ground. Get it? Get it? Get it? Got it? Good. Alright. And folks, for this hour anyway, that has been the so-called punchlines. Once again, in your face from outer space. And we're going to throw some music into your Vajir holes right now. This one is ode to all the dirty politicians out there. Big Motor Gasoline, the name of the band, and Dirty Politician, the name of the song. They're going to rock your face off. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The eagles cry, the moon
sun don't shine. We don't need your war. Yeah. Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
How's it going, sports nuts? Prospect here with the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. Lots to talk about in the football world. First, the case dealing with Henry Ruggs III. The former Las Vegas Raider has been indicted with charge after charge stemming from a crash involving him and a woman. The 22-year-old was initially charged with driving under the influence after he was involved in a rear-end collision that resulted in a 23-year-old woman and her dog dead and their car bursting into flames. Nevada police discovered that Ruggs was driving in excess of 156 miles per hour before impact at a blood alcohol level twice the state's legal limit. Now, instead of adding spectacular catches to his resume, he can add reckless driving due to injuries suffered by his passenger and firearms charge for having a loaded gun in the vehicle. This is a stark reminder that even the idea of having money and fame, an upstart team like the Raiders, can keep you away from the rough and illegal lifestyle you had before. Ruggs, who could face 46 years in prison if convicted, has since been released on bond with his passport forfeited and confined to his home. I will keep you updated on his case. Also, there's still issues happening with the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers has been diagnosed with COVID and will sit out in their game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now you're probably thinking, Prospect, how is this news? Well, this is big due to the fact that the quarterback was reportedly telling a big fat lie. Back in August, Rodgers stated in a press conference that he's, quote, been immunized. Problem? He never got any of the vaccine. In an interview with Pat McAfee, Rodgers stated that he was allergic to 2 of the 3 vaccines, the Moderna and the Pfizer. He went through other methods to strengthen his immune system and filed an appeal to the league, but to no avail. Now he must be quarantined for at least 10 days, which would mean at least the Chiefs game, maybe more. As for the team, Jordan Love will get his first start. Racial disparity is still prevalent in this country. We are still reminded that the negativity exists, especially in the sports world, with many black athletes voicing their opinions on the injustice. And the biggest culprit of this are white NBA owners like Donald Sterling back in the day. The newest suspect is Suns majority owner Robert Sarver. Back in 2016, Coach Earl Watson was leading his Suns against the Golden State Warriors, a feat that ended up resulting in a loss. Afterwards, Sarver entered the coach's locker room and said, quote, "Why does Draymond Green get to run up and down the court and say N-word?" I shouldn't have to tell you what that word is. Of course, Watson, who is black and Hispanic, checked him instantly, saying, "You can't say that." Of course, Sarver, through his attorneys, vehemently denied ever saying the word, saying that he, quote, "never called anyone or any group of people the N-word. It is abhorrent and ugly and denigrating and against everything I believe in." It's a stark contrast to what current and former employees say of the 60-year-old, including testimonials of housing a hostile, racist, and misogynistic environment in his 17-year tenure as majority owner. There is a lot to unpack about this story, so I will keep you posted on further developments. Well, tune in next week for more sport. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect saying until next time, Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
When you need the absolute fastest high-speed internet for your home or business but need to stay on your budget, then you need to give AlienCast a try. AlienCast high-speed fiber optic dial-up features ultra-fast dial-up speeds for way less than that fancy schmancy DSL or cable internet. Plus, AlienCast has all the great features you've come to expect from dial-up service, such as plugging your landline into your computer, installing an archaic phone modem card, and not having to mess with all that Wi-Fi nonsense, all for a fraction of the cost of internet that's way too fast for most people anyway. Call 188-GO-ALIEN to get AlienCast high-speed dial-up in your home today. AlienCast. Out of this world internet, down-to-earth prices.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
Hello and welcome to Man Law. I am your host, Judge Man. You have been read your rights. I have read your complaints and your emails. First case on the docket today comes from Larry from Wisconsin. Larry writes, Judge Man, my girlfriend of only 3 months has asked me to cancel my all-expenses-paid Super Bowl trip this year that includes a suite at the stadium, a stay in the greatest hotel in the world, all the beer I can drink, and all of the sausages I can eat. And why does she want me to cancel this trip? She wants me to meet her mother. Well, Judge Man, my question to you is what should I do? Well, Larry, let me ponder a moment. Dumbass, you kick this chick to the curb and you go on an awesome trip. Bring me back a football. And now today's list of things real men never ever should do. Number 1, real men never talk about their feelings. Keep that stuff inside. No one wants to hear about it except your wife. Number 2, real men don't own cats. We're dog people. Number 3, real men don't know any show tunes. If you're humming along or singing a show tune, I'm just saying you're under suspicion. Number 4, real men never ask for directions. I don't care if you're lost for days and the map is long gone. Real men never ask for directions. And the last thing on today's list, real men don't plant flowers. Leave that crap up to your wife. This has been Judge Man with Man Law. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Here we go! Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is now the second half of hour number 1 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. And for some reason, man, my microphone is only going through on one side, and it's driving me crazy. Absolutely crazy. Gonna have to wiggle my cables and diddle my knobs, I guess, until it works right. Giggity! Anyway, folks, it is what it is until the end of the show. What can I say? It's a madcast. It's a madcast. Anyway, folks, here we go into the second half of hour number 1. Gonna put music in your ear holes a little bit later, but first, we're gonna bring you back in time for a classic episode of Just a Few Questions. Now, during the pandemic recently, a lot of people caught the bug, and I don't mean the one that they're talking about on the news, you know? We're not adding to the numbers through Vital Record Review. No, I'm talking about the crafting bug. I went and visited my sister recently. She got the bug. She's got a whole room in her house dedicated to crafting. You open up the closet, and there's all these kind of fake flowers and stuff in there, and all this stuff, and wires and everything you can make and twist, and she makes wreaths and all kinds of stuff. So she's got the crafting bug. Well, back in 2019, November 10th to be precise, we got the crafting bug as well. And we decided to take a class. And who better to take a class on crafting than Martha Stewart, right? Sure. But who's teaching the class with her? Snoop Dogg. That's right, Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart teaching you how to do crafts on Just a Few Questions right now.
Answer just a few questions.
Oh, yes. Did you crack your knuckles?
No.
You didn't crack your knuckles today? Did you crack your neck? Or
my back.
You stood up a little bit there and shook it out a little bit, got prepared to answer just a few questions?
Bring it.
Bring it. We're going to have some fun today with this one. This one's not too scary. It's not too... But it's fun. It's fun, you know what I'm saying?
That was fun.
Okay, so let's do this. Just a few questions.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. So, you are feeling creative today.
Oh, so I am.
That's right. You feel the need to create art. So what do? Just go buy some canvas and some paints and try your luck as a painter? Try molding a masterpiece out of a lump of clay? And can you find others who share your desire? Well, you hear of this class that you can take in a local recreational center called Wine and Painting with Jeff. So you think to yourself, wine is for wimps like Jeff, so you keep looking until you finally find it. That's the one for you. The class is called Smoking Pot and Sipping Cocoa, Crafting with Martha and Snoop Dogg.
Hells yeah.
You can't get your wallet out fast enough. As you get in line screaming, "Shut up and take my money," you see a sign that says group rates. So, who among your friends do you think would like to join you? I know, but you can't take all of them. I know they all want to come, but you must choose 3 of your friends to go crafting with you. So who are you going to choose to take with you to Smoking Pot and Sipping Cocoa with Martha and Snoop Dogg? Crafting show.
Well, I'm going to take you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm friend number 1.
You're friend number 1.
Okay.
Rob.
It's friend number 2.
Friend number 2. Who would the third one be?
I don't know.
You know what? I'm going to take Dave.
Dave. That's Dave.
Dave.
Just Dave.
Dave.
All right. Dave it is. Dave is friend number 3.
No, I take that back. I'm not taking Dave.
True Dave.
I'm taking Kevin from Black Heron.
Kevin from Black Heron.
Because I can't take all of them.
Right, you can't take all your friends. They all want to go.
But Kevin's always a...
all of a sudden, Willie Nelson is even a friend of yours. He wants to go.
Yes, Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Kevin's like the modern-day Willie Nelson. So that's why I want to take him.
Okay, I'll go with that. He's like the modern-day Willie Nelson.
You know.
Now, how much would be the most that you would be willing to spend on this type of class? Would it be A, $25 each? B, $100 each? C, $1,000 each? Or D, $10 in a pack of Lucky Strikes that you took off of a dead hooker that you found behind the dumpster at Popeye's Chicken while looking for leftover pieces of these chicken sandwiches that everybody's going freaking crazy for? And go.
How much would I pay?
Yes. $25, $100, $1,000, or that $10 and a pack of Lucky Strikes from the dead hooker behind the dumpster.
So that's per person,
at Popeyes.
right?
Per person, yes.
So I'd have to find 4 dead hookers total.
There wouldn't. It's not that hard right now. Have you seen what's been going on at Popeyes for these chicken sandwiches? There probably already are there that many.
Right, but they all got to have Lucky Strikes. I mean, they all Lucky.
Yeah, that's the rare part.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that's going to be way too hard. So I think I'd just rather pay the $1,000. I'd pay up $1,000 each.
Yeah, to craft.
To craft with Martha Stewart and smoke weed with Tupac. Or not Tupac.
Tupac?
Oh, that's some funny stuff right there.
We're going to make our own hologram show. It's Tupac.
That would be sweet. Heck yeah.
All right, so that's what you're going to do.
Yes.
You're going to pay $1,000.
I would pay for you. I would pay for Rob and Kevin to go smoke some crafts with...
so they got you for $4,000.
Martha Dog.
Awesome. That is great.
Is there a wild card answer?
There is a wild card answer that you did not pick. Not pick. How much would you be willing to spend for this class? The answer is $350. $350. And your bonus question is...
Oh, that's awesome.
Have you ever made an ashtray in art class?
Yes!
Of course you have.
I was like 4.
Of course. And then you did it again, and there's probably a few of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and they all looked like ass, and they got a little better.
Right, and I gave it to my grandma.
Uh-huh.
And then...
She probably kept it for decades.
Yeah, and when she passed away, my mom grabbed it and gave it to me.
Oh, you got it back again?
Yes.
Now it's even more special.
Yep.
That it's back because of where it went.
And grandparents are so loving, saying, "Oh, I love it." Yeah. No, you didn't.
No, it was in a closet, but she had it.
No, she used it. She used it? Yeah, she put it on her nightstand.
That she probably did.
She put her rings in it, I think.
Oh, she did love it. She did love it then. She did. Yeah. So.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. So, you all walk into the classroom. It's unlike any other classroom you have ever been in before. There are no desks or small, uncomfortable wooden chairs. Each student will have their very own comfy couch and ottoman. Sitting on each ottoman is a tray with your pre-class setup kit. It contains a Martha Stewart coffee mug that says, "I'm a crafty bitch," a thermos of Martha's hot cocoa with a side of tiny marshmallows, a pack of Snoop's rolling papers, a lighter that says, "This is my lighter, don't steal it," and a half ounce of his favorite strain, Doggy Doo Doo Crush. So, not Crush, it's Kush. I don't know why I put the R in there. Kush. Doggy Doo Doo Kush. 2 hours later, Martha and Stewart enter the room and wake you all up. They have a few crafts for you to choose from. Who will be making what? Who will be making anal beads made from dental floss and macaroni?
Kevin.
Kevin is making the anal beads out of dental floss and macaroni. Who will make a crocheted waterproof dildo cozy made with fibers of recycled weed bags?
You are.
I am, okay. I'm
Friend number 1.
Who will make a leather face mask with only one opening in it called the pothole, made of leftover materials from last week's crafted lady high jacket with or without nipples?
That would be Rob.
Rob.
Perfect.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Perfect.
And D,
Martha.
that leaves you, right? You will have to make a butt plug safe.
Hell yeah.
Sculpted and fired in smooth porcelain, this handy item has a hidden compartment you can put your stash in. So you'll be making that one, okay.
Secret compartment. That's some funny ass shit.
All right. I have a wild card answer on here. I don't know why.
Yeah, right? Why is there one? Go on. What is it?
You each make an ashtray made from the skulls of inmates that Martha and Snoop had to shank in the prison yard to keep from being someone's bitch. That would have been a good one, but no.
See, I don't think Snoop's ever done time.
He was there for a minute, wasn't he? He was there for a minute, and then he wrote a song about it. Here you go.
I don't know.
Bonus question. Which of the projects, these projects I just mentioned, which of these projects am I describing? A, personal rectal security.
The anal safe.
The anal safe, good. The Texas Marijuana Massacre.
The mask.
The mask, very good. Sharp and minty.
The sharp and minty?
Sharp and minty.
The anal beads?
Yes, the anal beads. Because it's dental floss and macaroni.
Yes.
Okay. And that leaves finally D, which of course you'll get now is, after 500 uses, the water still beads.
The anal beads.
No!
No, the
waterproof crocheted dildo cozy. Because it's waterproof.
Right.
Bringing us to...
Question number 3.
Question number 3. Okay. You have all done very well so far. Now it's time for your final exam. Snoop Dogg has placed 3 items on a table. You must all build a working water bong and must incorporate all of the items on the table. You will also be allowed to add any other items and use any tools or materials you may need to make it work. You must also decorate it in some way. Snoop reveals the items that you must use in your water bong challenge. The 3 items are a metal shot glass, a bowling ball, and a half-eaten Popeye's chicken sandwich. Examples of items that you can use for construction are tape, glue, tubing, produce, bottles and cans, empty containers of Igor's lube, the corpses of your enemies, and so on. Examples of items that you can use to decorate it are glitter, ribbon, yarn, macaroni, paint, blood, bone chips, and so on. Now, tell us how to build your beautiful water bong. And go.
So, what was the first things I have to choose from?
You have to use a metal shot glass,
okay,
a bowling ball, and a half-eaten Popeye's chicken sandwich.
So I have to use all 3 of those.
You have to use those.
I have to use all 3
and you can use anything else you need to make that work.
Okay.
Let's start with where you're going to put the weed.
I'm probably going to put that in the metal shot glass.
Right. So obviously you'd have to do something to the shot glass to turn it into it. So you have to like drill holes in the bottom of it or something, like get little pinholes in it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need a drill and some drill bits.
Yeah. Well, that you can use those. You can use anything you want with it. So we know that's going to be the bowl.
Right.
So the body of the thing is you still have to use a bowling ball and a half-eaten Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Well, I'm gonna use the bowling ball and maybe some like tubing of some sort to kind of support the bowl and to allow the smoke to go from the bowl to the person's mouth to inhale it.
Right.
And then maybe I'll have something else out of the other hole holding the chicken sandwich, so when I'm done smoking it, I can eat the chicken sandwich.
That's almost my same answer. That's almost my exact same answer. Yeah. The shot glass would be the bowl.
Yeah.
The bowling ball would be the reservoir for the water, and the tubing would all connect everything. Yeah. And then the part that you put in your mouth, the mouthpiece, would be the half-eaten chicken sandwich. Yeah. So, yeah. Very good job. Very good job. Very good job.
I'm very creative.
Yes.
Martha, make some sheets out of that.
Yeah. So now, the bonus question.
Bonus.
What would you rather smoke out of? your newly crafted water bong, or a glass pipe that looks like a penis? Asking for a friend.
Glass pipe looks like a penis. Come on.
Okay.
Everything's better out of glass, bro.
And now, lightning strikes.
Lightning strikes.
Glitter or stripper dust?
Stripper dust? Either one's acceptable.
That's right.
Right?
Knives or shanks?
Shanks.
Would you been to prison?
I did an overnighter one time. Just once.
Doobies or doilies?
Doobies.
Excellent. 50 Shades of Grey or Prison Yards of Fame?
Ooh. I'm going to go with Prison Yards of Fame.
Exactly. You could make me watch another movie.
No.
Eating paste or sniffing glue?
Oh, definitely eating paste.
Sniffing glue kills brain cells.
Yes.
Sniffing glue kills brain cells.
Exactly.
Sniffing glue kills brain cells.
I get where you're going.
Plastic wrap or cellophane?
Cellophane.
I was torn on that. They're both right. I always say plastic wrap, but it's cellophane. So, grinder or scissors?
Grinder.
Absolutely.
That's a good debate, man. People will, that's a debate.
That's this.
That's a debate.
Empty toilet paper roll and tinfoil. Need anything else? Yes or no?
Weed.
Yeah. Do you need anything else to finish the construction of the project? No. No, yes. You're right. No, you do not need anything else. Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg sex tape. Watch it or no?
Oh, hell yeah. I'd watch
Again and again. I'd have it on loop. Classic movie reboot starring Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg called The Lion, the Bitch, and the Wardrobe. See it or no?
Yeah.
And that has been
Just a few
questions. All right, folks, we're out of time for hour number one. That's right, going to take a short break and pause in the action for station identification, and we will be back with hour number two. Hour number one has been brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Check out Igor's flavor-changing lube. Its flavor goes from cherry to mint to salmon flavor as it heats up. And as winter approaches, you might want to think about trying Igor's Winter Wind brand. Igor's new outdoor-safe lube with antifreeze. High-tech prevention of frosty bits. It's science. Flavors include pineapple slushy, blueberry banana split, and yellow snow. Look for Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. It's Igor's Empire and his family of products. We'll be back with hour number two right after this. Go nowhere. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
It's starting to get warm outside. Pretty soon my balls are going to stick to my leg. I got to get me some Freedom.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
They specialize in light commercial and residential service and installation. They even do hot water tanks.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Just check out this deal.
Complete installation of the iWave R air purifier for only $600. It kills mold, bacteria, and viruses while reducing odors and allergens.
Contact Eric at 313-920-2325. Again, that's Eric at 313-920-2325. Or get a hold of Dave at 248-345-8196. Again, that's Dave at 248-345-8196. Look for him on Facebook at Freedom Heat Cool. Call today for a free estimate.
Freedom Heating and Cooling.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows?
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Tattoos. Whether you've collected 1, 2, 20 or more, you have spent a lot of money getting ink. Well, what happens when you die? The meat the art is on shrivels and turns to dust. Save that artwork, you inked elder, with the help of the Dead Art Recovery Center. Our specialists will surgically chainsaw that skin doodle from your bloated, rotting, tat-ridden corpse and preserve it for future generations. Your great-grandchildren will marvel at your preserved little butterfly, barbed wire, broken heart tattoo. But hey, you were young and the tattoo artist was a bit of a dick. So instead of something deep, you got a tattoo in Cantonese that roughly translates to mad diarrhea. Anyway, whatever your tattoo says, shows, or shames, the Dead Art Recovery Center is here preserving that bad decision for centuries to come.
Feel Good Firing's the place to call when you really want to make yourself feel big by firing somebody. We provide you with an unsuspecting loser who you can hire, then turn around and fire. But Feel Good Firing services go beyond just satisfying your little hissy fits. We'll give you someone you can pin the blame on the next time you spend the whole company payroll on hookers and blow. So when you screw up, don't take the blame. Just pass the buck. Call Feel Good Firings and we'll take the blame, the shame, and the indictments away.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Phillips Milk of Amnesia, the over-the-counter remedy that works so well, you'll never remember why you used it in the first place.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
I know it was just a dream, I know I didn't have an anal probe, and I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
Report. We're in standard orbit, Captain. Good work, Mr. Tukok. What the hell are we doing in the 21st century? There's something we need to do. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Don't mess around with the space-time continuum. Captain, I've located the signal. Put it on speaker.
You're tuned in to the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Well, that'll wake you up in the morning.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
I like turtles.
Oh man, this place is weird.
Please sit down. Frankly, this radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial? Please, one at a time.
All right, everybody, welcome. It is hour number 2 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am still your host, Alien Stone, as we are screaming through the galaxy at triple redunculous speed. That's way past plaid, folks. That's way past plaid. We are screaming, or at least, you know, we're playing with our phones and stuff, and we're making people mad because they're out at the movie theaters when you should be sitting at home watching it on HBO Max for free. Anyway, folks, I know, opinions. It's all opinions on stuff. You're right, it is. It absolutely is. That's right, that is what I think. Anyway, folks, it is time to get hour number 2 underway. Just like hour number 1, it will have comedy for your soul, have music for your Vajir holes. It'll have a classic episode of Just a Few Questions, maybe a bad movie flashback, and maybe Judge Mann will stop by again. And, of course, the Prospect will give you another sports update. All of this going on this hour, so let's go ahead and get it underway with some of that music for your Vajir holes with a band called Rain. And this tune is called Nightmare on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
control me. It's a brand new day as I lift up my head. Shine your light down on the living dead. Won't live in fear. Open up the gates. Breathe life into me. I will dominate. Dominate. Too much noise. What am I listening for? Lights flash in my eyes as I pace the floor. I'm not your puppet. This ain't a nightmare. You don't control me. I won't live in fear. Intimidate me no more. Sedate me no more. I've gotta break free. You don't control me. It's a brand new day as I lift up my head. Shine your light down above the living dead. Won't live in fear. Open up the gates. Breathe life into me. I will dominate. I've gotta break free. You don't control me. It's a brand new day as I lift up my head. Shine your light down above the living dead. Won't live in fear. Open up the gates. Breathe life into me. I will
Hello, this is Francesca from Mechanical Butterfly, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
Hi, I'm Cody.
I'm Dave.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Austin.
We are Soldier's Last Breath, and you are listening to Alien X Radio!
And
this week's Bad Movie Flashback.
No. Please. No.
Never has a film moved so many and touched so deeply. United Artists is proud to present I Am Going to Get You, Sucker, a captivating story.
Yo, baby, hold it. That ain't it. It's I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Yes. And it's the story of the brothers fight. Yes. Against Mr. Big. Yes. Well. Let's get that sucker. It's about action, bravery.
I'm a soldier, man. I've been trained for combat.
Romance.
12 inches.
And danger. If y'all step on my bunny, I'll kill both of you. Let's get that sucker. It's the good guys against the bad guys.
Oh, how come their guns are so much bigger than ours? It's a balance thing. I don't know.
Good girls against the bad guys.
You must got the devil in you.
And it's bad guys against the bad guys.
Now, you boys can leave either through the window or the stairs.
We gonna take the stairs. We'll take the stairs.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
You know what I mean, brother? No.
It's got passion, pulse, rhythm, and soul.
Preach, brother!
Who are these guys? It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Don't say that.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. Even if you can't say it, you got to see it.
I got you, sucker.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
Once again, it is time for the punchlines. And as always, the punchlines are being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. This hour's of punchlines especially being brought to you by Igor's Doink and Dash Bug Out Bag. Stay on your toes for that one-night stand. The bag includes one travel-sized bottle of Igor's Lube, one pack of Horbath baby wipes, cologne, and a fake ID with your choice of architect, airline pilot, or astronaut, and one Uber voucher. Once again, look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. It's Igor's Empire and his family of products. Num Num Num! Infamous truck-eating bridge claims new victim despite changes. Even though the truck has been coated in the very same stuff that you put on your baby's thumbs to keep them from, to stop sucking their thumbs, the bridge remains hungry for large metal Twinkies stuffed with various items. Folks, if you're a truck driver out there, you need to know how tall your truck is, right? You really do. You need to know how tall your truck is. But on the same note, why are we building trucks that are taller than the bridges that are already built? That seems kind of stupid. It does. Especially when I saw the picture and there's a sign that says how tall the bridge is, and the sign was wrong. The sign was wrong. So we can't blame the guy with his peeled open Twinkie truck no more. No, it wasn't carrying Twinkies. It was just like a Twinkie. Stuffed with stuff to the bridge. I ate it. Get it? Get the analogy? Anyway, folks, it's not his fault. I'm a delivery driver, and right on the dashboard there's a big yellow sticker that says what my clearance is, how tall I can go. And I know that I can't get through just about any drive-thru at any fast food restaurant in America. Sorry, I can't do it. That means I got to use curbside, or I got to call and beg for them to bring it out to me. Yeah, or just don't go and eat their garbage food. You can do that too. Only on Sundays before Inside the Mothership do I eat crap like that anymore. Robots hitting the streets as demand for food delivery grows. So you don't trust the Uber drivers or the Uber Eats drivers. or the Grubhub drivers anymore because they bring their dirty little kids along with them. They also drink your milkshakes, and they steal some of your French fries, and they fart around with your food, man, and they shouldn't do that. So now we're turning to robots to do that. Well, this is really counterproductive, as now the streets are filled with robots punching holes in the pavement as they are told to hit the streets, and they're robots, so they take things literally. As delivery drivers are falling behind. So they can't get to where they're going to deliver the packages because the robots you hire to hit the streets are literally out there punching holes in the streets so that Governor the Gretsch can say, we're going to fix the damn roads. Nope, can't do that. Too busy fixing the election. Alrighty, folks. That has been the Punchline. Okay, so let's put a little bit more music directly into your vajira holes before we go into a break. So let's see. How about the Creeping Chaos? Time to beg for mercy on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Look at the turning wheel and the changing of the color. Your mind.
Directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
How's it going, sports nuts? Prospect here with the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. Lots to talk about in the football world. First, the case dealing with Henry Ruggs III. The former Las Vegas Raider has been indicted with charge after charge stemming from a crash involving him and a woman. The 22-year-old was initially charged with driving under the influence after he was involved in a rear-end collision that resulted in a 23-year-old woman and her dog dead and her car bursting into flames. Nevada police discovered that Ruggs was driving in excess of 156 miles per hour before impact at a blood alcohol level twice the state's legal limit. Now, instead of adding spectacular catches to his resume, he can add reckless driving due to injuries suffered by his passenger and firearms charge for having a loaded gun in the vehicle. This is a stark reminder that even the idea of having money and fame An upstart team like the Raiders can keep you away from the rough and illegal lifestyle you had before. Ruggs, who could face 46 years in prison if convicted, has since been released on bond with his passport forfeited and confined to his home. I will keep you updated on his case. Also, there's still issues happening with the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers has been diagnosed with COVID and will sit out in their game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now you're probably thinking, Prospect, how is this news? Well, this was big due to the fact that the quarterback was reportedly telling a big fat lie. Back in August, Rodgers stated in a press conference that he's, quote, been immunized. Problem? He never got any of the vaccine. In an interview with Pat McAfee, Rodgers stated that he was allergic to 2 of the 3 vaccines, the Moderna and the Pfizer. He went through other methods to strengthen his immune system and filed an appeal to the league, but to no avail. Now he must be quarantined for at least 10 days, which would mean at least the Chiefs game, maybe more. As for the team, Jordan Love will get his first start. Racial disparity is still prevalent in this country. We are still reminded that the negativity exists, especially in the sports world, with many black athletes voicing their opinions on the injustice. And the biggest culprit of this are white NBA owners like Donald Sterling back in the day. The newest suspect is Suns majority owner Robert Sarver. Back in 2016, Coach Earl Watson was leading his Suns against the Golden State Warriors, a feat that ended up resulting in a loss. Afterwards, Sarver entered the coach's locker room and said, quote, "Why does Draymond Green get to run up and down the court and say N-word?" I shouldn't have to tell you what that word is. Of course, Watson, who is black and Hispanic, checked him instantly, saying, "You can't say that." Of course, Sarver, through his attorneys, vehemently denied ever saying the word, saying that he, quote, "never called anyone or any group of people the N-word. It is abhorrent and ugly and denigrating and against everything I believe in." It's a stark contrast to what current and former employees say at the 60-year-old, including testimonials of housing a hostile, racist, and misogynistic environment in his 17-year tenure as majority owner. There is a lot to unpack about this story, so I will keep you posted on further developments. Well, tune in next week for more sport. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect saying until next time, Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love. Igor's lube? Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing. Thanks, Igor. And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
When you need the absolute fastest high-speed internet for your home or business but need to stay on your budget, then you need to give AlienCast a try. AlienCast high-speed fiber optic dial-up features ultra-fast dial-up speeds for way less than that fancy schmancy DSL or cable internet. Plus, AlienCast has all the great features you've come to expect from dial-up service, such as plugging your landline into your computer, installing an archaic phone modem card, and not having to mess with all that Wi-Fi nonsense, all for a fraction of the cost of internet that's way too fast for most people anyway. Call 188-GO-ALIEN to get AlienCast high-speed dial-up in your home today. AlienCast. Out of this world internet, down to earth prices.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile. Hello and welcome to Man Law. I am your host, Judge Man. You have been read your rights. I have read your complaints and emails. The first case up on the docket today comes from Jeffrey from Palm Springs. Jeffrey writes, Judge Man, I've been dating a girl for about 5 months. She's very hot and we get along very well. She suggested that we take our relationship to the next level by going on a trip to a local amusement park, at which we'll be staying at a hotel. Judge Man, my problem is this. Whenever I ride a roller coaster, I scream like a little bitch. And she has told me that she loves the big, fast roller coasters. So, Judge Man, what can I do to not look like a little bitch when I'm screaming at the top of my lungs? Well, sir, Jeffrey, there's nothing you can do to not look like a little bitch when screaming like a little bitch. My suggestion to you is go to the amusement park every day for a week before your date. And now, today's list of things that real men should never, ever, ever do. Number 1, real men should never use words like lovely or delightful. Number 2, real men should never wear flip-flops. Get some man shoes, sir. Number 3, real men don't wear makeup. No makeup of any kind. Don't call it guy liner, it's makeup. Number 4, real men don't knit or crochet. It's not a hobby, it's a girl thing. And the last one on my list today, real men never play the part of the inner spoon. This has been Judge Man with Man Law. I have ruled.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to The Attack. I am your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting to you live from the other side of Planet Chaos, directly into your vajir holes all over the world, here in the United States and in Germany, and, even in places like, what is it? Monmouth Junction? Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Monmouth Junction, New Jersey, Port Richey, Florida. We're all over the place, man. Oh, especially in New Jersey and Florida, man. They love us in New Jersey and Florida. They love us there. And in Michigan, of course, places like Allen Park and Canton and Garden City and Westland and Taylor and, of course, Detroit. All over the world in places like Coventry, England, and places like Amsterdam. We are all over the place. Wherever it is that you are tuned, wherever it is that you are listening, you can give me a call, 1-313-444-8919. Again, it's 1-313-444-8919. That's the numbers that you can call me. Or Skype me at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone1. Don't spell it out. Use the number, because you would be wrong otherwise. Gonna bring you another classic episode of Just a Few Questions. This one's called the Frankensport Milkshake. This is being brought to you by Igor's Crotch Critter Repellent and Murdering Spray. A repellent, preventative, and treatment all in one can. It's like turning on the lights in a New York City apartment. When you've picked up an unwanted hitchhiker or stowaway, just think Igor's Crotch Critter Repellent and Murdering Spray. And now, it's Just a Few Questions on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
To answer just a few questions.
All right, it is time now for my favorite segment of the show, Just a Few Questions. Each week I come up with a few ridiculous questions that nobody in their right mind would ever come up with or ask, and I see if I can make somebody answer those questions in a silly or inappropriate manner. How's that sound?
Giggity. Giggity goo.
All right.
Some people call in sometimes. They like to answer the questions right along to unit. It's 1313-444-8919. Again, that's 1313-444-8919. Or on Skype, Alien Stone and the number 1. So, let's go ahead and get started.
Question number 1.
Question number 1.
There are only a few true original sports in the world. All of the others are spawned from other sports. They are spin-offs, if you will. One small example is baseball. The American pastime is one of our original sports. So what would you consider a spin-off sport to be? It'd be stickball, kickball, or t-ball. They are adapted versions of baseball, not an original sport. So today we will do a little crossbreeding of sports. A little athletic gene splicing. Before we start mixing things up, let's make sure that you get the concept. In the sport of tennis, 2 players stand on a court with a net across the center. They use tennis rackets to hit the tennis ball back and forth over the net according to a set of rules. Name 3 other sports that have spawned from tennis.
Well, you got table tennis.
So ping pong, absolutely.
Volleyball?
Volleyball, that's another one. Great.
Help me out here.
It's a lesser of a... Yes. Badminton. It's a lesser of a sport, I was going to say. But yes, badminton. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Very good unit.
3 out of 3 right there.
Unit.
Very good. That's very good. What's the main difference between tennis and ping pong? A, ping pong balls are closer to the size of your own balls. B, in tennis, the players are kind of standing on the table. C, the soundtrack to a ping pong match is annoying, and the soundtrack to a women's tennis match sounds like a porno. Or D, all of the above.
I'm going to go with D, all the above.
Very good. Very good. Man, you're doing very well today, sir. I'm very proud of you. You're doing very well.
Tell him, Richard, what has he won? No.
The admiration of the host. So? No, I'm just kidding. What is the difference between tennis and volleyball? A, volleyball has a raised net. B, tennis can't be played in the sand. C, outdoor women's bikini beach volleyball is the greatest spectator sport to the known universe, and tennis is not. Or D, all of the above.
I'm going with D, all the above again.
Very good, D. You picked D. Again, doing very well.
What a coincidence.
Man, you got everything right so far.
Oh, it's so good.
It's amazing.
Feels so good to be me.
What's the difference between tennis and badminton? A, badminton does not use balls. B, badminton has no net. C, tennis is not so popular on camping trips. Or D, both A and C.
I'm going to go with D, both A and C.
Very good. See, you got everything right on question number 1.
Oh, I'm so good.
And the answer was D, and it was D. I didn't even mean
triple D's.
That was an accident even. Those are big boots. Just saying, triple D's.
Those are big D's.
Yeah. So,
Question number 2.
Question number 2 is, a long time ago, a Canadian with nothing better to do mixed elements of shuffleboard, ice skating, and janitorial skills. What is that sport called today, D?
It's called curling.
Curling, very good. You got it right again.
Oh, man. It's so funny to me. I'm sorry.
Very good. And janitorial skills.
I know. It's just like janitorial skills. I'm like,
I like the way you said, man, going to ACO and be like, yeah, where's your curling broom? I'm sorry, my what?
Oh, man.
Now you will do the same thing.
All right, I got my answers.
You will need to choose elements
of different sports and combine them with a non-sport element to create something new. First, choose 2 sports as your foundation and the elements of sports that you will assimilate. Beginning with which 2 sports are you going to start with?
I am going to start with football and hockey.
Football and hockey. Okay, so
Yes.
right off the bat, you're going to splice together football and hockey in some manner.
Yes, I have this set up in my head.
Okay.
The non-sports person that I am.
Now, I'm going to let you know, too, that for each
There
and
are
every
wild
one,
cards. I know, I
for
saw
each
that.
one of these.
I know.
So the one that you passed up for the first one was figure skating.
Good.
Okay, so you did not choose figure skating.
Nope.
So football and hockey.
Yes.
All right, so
It's going to be the man sport.
how will you score in your sport? Will it be the bases, the basket, the end zone, or the net?
So, I have this kind of set up a little weird. It's got to be an end zone and the net as well, because it's got to be the goalpost, and there's a net that's in between the goalposts. So
Okay, so all right.
I'm combining the net.
I will. Judges, they'll allow it.
All right, cool.
They'll allow it. So you're going to have the end zone with a net in the middle.
Yes.
All right, so
You know your field goal post thing, right?
Yeah.
There's a net that's in there, so the whole object is going to be.
so it goes through the goalpost and it gets caught in the net.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, so
Wild card answer was
the wild card answer you did not choose on how will you score by getting the hot chick's number instead of her ugly friend.
Oh, that would have been cool too.
Yeah. All right. So, what will a score be called? Will it be called a home run? Will it be called a point? Will it be called a touchdown? Or will it be called a goal?
I want the wild card answer on this one.
The wild card answer is a score will be called just fun. We don't keep score. We're all winners here. We're all just winners here, folks. We're just trying to have fun.
I should have known that that's what it was going to be if I chose it.
So
otherwise, I put numbers. I was just thinking numbers.
That's what you chose. There's no score. Everybody's having just fun.
All right.
What will you play with? Will it be a baseball, a basketball, a football, or your puck?
Your puck.
Playing with a puck. All right. So,
What was the wild card
The wild card answer you did not choose. What will you be playing with? Big old titties.
Let's say it was going to be like a gallon of Igor's Lube. A balloon full of.
Well, that goes without saying if you're playing with the big old titties.
That's what it should. It should be instead of a water balloon, it's a balloon full of Igor's Lube. That's what you're playing
Oh,
with.
man, that would be disgusting. Can you imagine? I saw a thing on Facebook where someone was throwing balloons at somebody and handed them a knife to pop them, and the last one was a water balloon.
Yeah.
And then, can you imagine that with Igor's Lube? That'd be awesome.
Oh.
I'm going to do that to somebody and then run really fast. So anyway, choose one more element. A baseball bat, shorty shorts, tackling, or fighting.
I chose. You know what? What's a wild card on this? I'm going to go with the wild
The
card.
wild card answer is you have chose to add as another element mascots that dry hump random fans after scoring.
Hell yeah!
All right. So I got to keep this around so I can make sure I assemble your sport later on. All right. So,
all right.
Moving along.
Question number 3.
Question number 3. All right. Question number 3. Okay. Now you have all of your sport elements in the blender. Now for the final ingredient. Just like in curling, a non-sport element was added, like janitorial skills. What? In that case... Oh, in that case, janitorial skills. I just said something that was already written there. The brooms and the sweeping are part of that sport. So, now you must choose a non-sport element to complete your Frankensport monster milkshake.
Okay.
Started in never mind. Here are a few to choose from. Juggling, long distance peeing, playing the banjo, pole dancing, taking a dump for volume, building birdhouses, group sex, cooking, masturbating, or make up your own answer. So what's going to be your non-sport element? It could be any of those or anything you choose that you're going to add to.
I'm going to go with playing the banjo.
Okay, so playing the banjo. Oh my God, dude. This is amazing. I want to see this so bad. I would actually sign up for ESPN. This would get me to buy the sporting pack. I'm just saying. If this was actual sport, I would watch sports. So, you're going to go with playing the banjo. Excellent.
Yep. Got to play the banjo.
Now, how will you incorporate all of this? Describe your brand new sport. How do you play and how do you score? And here's the rest of the questions that are going to go with this. What is the name of your sport? What is the uniform? And will doping be banned or required?
Doping is definitely going to be required.
Required?
It's going to be required. And how it's going to be, it's good. So you want me to explain it to you?
Yeah.
Pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the football aspect as far as how you line up, but you're on ice skates and on ice, okay? It's the length of a football field, so it's a full football field. So picture a football field on ice.
Okay.
With the end zones.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And that's up in end zone.
Yep. Okay, you got offense, defense, and you're on ice skates. Okay.
Sounds dangerous as hell.
Yes. And what I said we had to have a puck, right? Your puck.
Yeah, you're playing with the puck.
So with hands, okay,
Uh-huh.
you can only go forward, but you can pass it as many times as you want. So you're passing like hockey, but it's got to be catch with a puck.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're throwing this hard-ass thing at people.
Throwing this hard-ass thing at people.
Okay.
So you already see where I'm going with this, right?
Sure.
Okay. Now, to score, you can't cross the end zone. So the 0-yard line, you can't go into the end zone, but you got to throw the puck through the uprights, and it's got to land inside there. So you still got 10 yards? You got to launch it from wherever in order to get it. Now, if you get tackled, you're down.
You're down. Probably hurt pretty bad too, I imagine.
Right. You get 4 downs, 4 chances to do it, and it's played in 3 periods.
3 periods, okay.
3 periods.
If everybody lives.
Okay.
Do you leave
when
the injured
score,
out there?
And here's where the banjo comes in.
Okay, the banjo.
When you score,
Down.
Exactly.
Number 32 sure has a pretty mouth.
And their uniforms. What did I say? Their uniforms had? What were?
You didn't say their uniform.
Oh, I would say.
I say German lederhosen.
And kilts.
and kilts.
And kilts.
And kilt. I love the kilts. Especially with the tackling and stuff.
And it would be called. I can't really call it handball.
No, can't call it handball.
I don't know what you would call it. I don't know what I would call it. I'm choking on this. What would you call it?
Skirt ball.
Skirt puck. Puck and skirt?
Wait a minute. It's kind of Scottish, kind of that thing, and
right.
And it's also kind of Canadian because of the ice.
Right.
So let's go with puck you, eh?
Eh? Yes!
It's puck you, eh?
Puck you, eh?
That is the new sport that you just made up. That is awesome.
Yes.
So your bonus question.
And Vince McMahon, you are not allowed to steal this.
Oh, okay. He already did, dude.
No,
I
dude.
guarantee he's listening.
It's already copyrighted.
His minions are out there. All right, so your bonus question is, if you took group sex and mixed it with rowing to create a team sport, what would the team captain be shouting from the bedpost? I'll accept 2 answers.
Stroke. Stroke. Stroke.
Stroke. Stroke. Stroke. Absolutely. You got it right off the bat.
Or was it stroke me, stroke me?
The other answer is, damn, with this Igor's lube, I can't even tell that there's a bedpost up my ass. Yes. And we have we still are going over because we still have to do lightning strikes.
Oh, yeah, lucky we started early.
Let's try to do this really fast. In tennis, a point is called love or who gives a crap.
Who gives a crap?
So is love. They're both correct. Please go away, crazy hockey fan, or get the puck out of here.
Get the puck out.
Very good. Do you consider the following things that have been covered on ESPN to be a sport? Golf.
Yes.
It's just a game.
Okay,
It's just a
whatever.
game. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer. You just have to agree with me.
Right.
Okay. Bocce ball.
Not a sport. Just a game.
That is correct. That is not a sport. It's a game.
Just a game.
Poker.
Game.
That's correct. It's a game. Spelling.
Sport. No, it's a game. It's a test.
No,
It's a B.
It's schoolwork.
Yeah, that too.
What do you hit back and forth in badminton? A Peter Diddle or a shuttlecock?
Shuttlecock?
Correct.
Isn't it called a birdie?
No, it's called a shuttlecock.
For real?
For real. For real. That is what it's called. Your parents called it a birdie because they didn't want you saying shuttlecock. What has the bigger racket? Ping pong, racquetball, tennis, or the healthcare system?
The healthcare system.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Great backyard game or bachelor party game? Jarts.
Backyard game.
Cornhole.
Backyard game.
Glory hole.
Bachelor party game.
Frisbee.
Backyard game.
Pin the condom on the hooker.
Bachelor.
Horseshoes.
Either or.
I didn't think about that, but you're right. Underwater synchronized group sex.
Definitely bachelor party.
A simple game of catch.
Backyard.
And negotiating with Ray Ray for more time with the bitches.
Bachelor party.
I'll name something and you name the spinoff. Baseball.
Kickball.
I also would have accepted stickball and t-ball. Pool.
Pool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Billiards. It is different. It is different.
Yeah, now you're getting
and 9 ball.
You're getting testicle on.
It's also different. So, All in the Family.
The spinoff from All in the Family?
Yep.
Jeffersons.
Correct. Also, I would have accepted Maude. Tennis.
Ping pong.
Also would have accepted volleyball and badminton. The Honeymooners.
Ooh. I don't know.
It's animated. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Flintstones?
Correct, Mundo! That's a spinoff of The Honeymooners, yes.
Really?
Yep.
Makes sense.
What is a spinoff of Not Drowning?
Not Drowning.
Yep.
Was it spin-off of Not Drowning?
Yeah.
Living?
Pretty close. Not
jumping in the pool.
Swimming was actually the answer, but you were correct. Three's Company. This one's a little more complicated.
Four's a Crowd?
Nope.
Oh.
The Ropers.
Oh, you're talking about the spin-off. Yeah.
And finally, Inside the Mothership.
What was the spin-off of it? Vinny and the Alien.
No. Just a few questions.
Oh, jeez. Throw me some.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff will really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy.
Igor? And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes, so you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing.
Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
So you're tired. You work and work, your job is not secure, and the pay sucks. You've got student loans, credit card debts, nagging relatives, and so on. In short, you're burned out, stressed, exhausted. But you know what? Celebrities have it even worse. They have similar problems, except for the working hard part. Plus, many have millions of dollars. So when you think you're tired, you have no idea what you're talking about. Celebrity problems are more important than yours because they are famous. So the next time you hear about one of our beloved celebrities checking into a $10,000 a day clinic in Beverly Hills for exhaustion, don't throw down your hard hat or slam down the want ads in murderous rage. Just sit there in your crappy little apartment you can barely afford and think of ways that you might be able to help that poor, ever so exhausted, spends more on one outfit than you make in a decade celebrity. This has been a public service announcement about celebrity exhaustion.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Come in. Here's your morning briefing, sir. Yeah, you forgot my toilet tweet. Don't you remember? You're not allowed to tweet anymore, sir. Yeah, I forgot. It's okay, sir. That's why I'm here. I hate Mondays. Not much to do when you're in the office of the former president. Well, you could always listen to the radio, sir. Ah, that's different. What's on? Oh, I don't know. Would you like me to turn it on? Why not? Got nothing better to do.
It's the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Oh, Ditzy. Call these guys up. See if they want to interview me. It'll be huge.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
When a woman screams, I just feel the need to be there.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear. Man, it's sad. How come the visitors aren't coming for him? I think we have to signal them somehow.
Inside this room, all of my dreams become realities, and some of my realities become dreams.
All right, everybody, welcome. It is hour number 3 of the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I don't know why, but like on the video all of a sudden when I did the 3, like I did all the physicalities. I might as well add the voice to it too. We're going to do number 3. I don't know why, but I kind of did this like, you know, like Macho Man would. Number 3. I don't know. You're not watching anyway, right? You're listening on Alien X Radio or maybe one of our affiliates like Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio Network, Jay Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. Syndication and replay around the world on 920 WON, the Apple 24.7, the Stream 97.1, KGSB-FM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Prodecore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Wherever it is that you're tuned, wherever it is that you're listening, as long as my voice holds out, you can give me a call live in the air at 1-313-444-8919. That's the Alien X lines, 1-313-444-8919. Or you can use Skype at Alienstone1. That's Alienstone and the number 1. Don't spell it out. You would be wrong. For those of you just tuning in, you are way freaking late. We get things underway at 9 a.m. Eastern each and every Monday for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Taking you up to lunch here in the Eastern time zone. And that's right, the time zone's all screwed up and changed around, so I don't know where it is that you're listening in the world, so I don't know what time it is on your clock. But now is now. Speaking of now, it is time to get some music into your vajir holes. As we move along here, I'm going to be bringing you the brand spanking this new episode of Just a Few Questions coming up in just a few minutes. So stick around for that. It's called Government Turkeys. No kidding. Anyway, so that is on its way. In the meantime, I believe, I don't know why I say, well, I don't know why. I say I don't know why. I know why, because it's awesome. That's why. I can't get enough of North of Never. North of Never's brand spanking new release is called Sinner. And we're going to be starting off hour number 3 with that. Coming back momentarily with some punchlines on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
I made a bet with the devil!
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Alien X Radio's 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. It'll be performing this year on December 4th and 5th. It's 36 straight hours of live broadcast to raise money for Forgotten Harvest. It will involve plenty of exclusive interviews, people stopping by the studio, live performances from many, many, many of the artists that played here on Alien X Radio over the years. And speaking of which, let's go back to last year when Triple Black stopped by to rock our faces off during the Alien X Radio's 36 Hours of Alien Xmas 2020. So stick around. This year, it'll be happening on the 4th and 5th of next month, being carried by many of our affiliates. Triple Black, it's Rainbow in the Dark.
Thank you for having us out. Don't forget, keep on pledging all year long.
They rock your face off.
See all the street lights, doppelganger doubles, rainy reflections on a black tie mirror. Just like the colors in a pool of gasoline, polarize your vision and the world is so much clearer. And in the stream of pointless little distractions, the main objective, keep the asses in those seats. A misdemeanor treated like a light infraction, just serve up cold revenge but make it sweet. Another day of paradise. Another day of paradise. Another day I roll the dice. We get our sunlight from carcinogenic coffins, Kentucky Fried Skin, George Hamilton style. And everybody's out to get something for nothing. So damn litigious lawsuits make us smile. But there are many ways to sail the somber waters, and other avenues that bank redirect. Don't ride upon the vehicle that misdirection steers. Complacency is what a fool accepts. Another day of paradise. Another day of paradise. Another day I roll the dice. Everybody's out to get something for nothing, and life is so much better on the net. The grammar school of Jersey turn signals are extinct, so I'll just write and jam and sing these songs until I'm dead. But there are many ways to sail the somber waters, and other avenues that bank and redirect. Don't ride upon the vehicle that misdirection steers. Complacency is what fool accepts. Another day of paradise. Another day of paradise. Another day I roll the dice.
Here's this week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No, not that.
This could be the beginning of the end for the human race. For what men first thought were meteors or the often ridiculed flying saucers are in reality the flaming vanguard of the invasion from Mars.
Looks like they're gonna come out of that gully pretty soon. We'll have to rush our defenses to be ready when they do.
The guard can need plenty of reinforcements.
We'll get them. Lieutenant! Look!
Flash across country like scythes, wiping out everything that's trying to get away from them. That explains why communication is cut the moment their machines begin moving.
Montreal's blacked out. Nothing more's come through.
Same thing that happened on the Pacific coast. Anything from them yet?
No, Mr. Secretary, we've had nothing from San Francisco for over 5 hours.
The nations of the world mobilize their armed might, rushing to defend the Earth against the unknown weapons of the super race from the Red Planet. Is there nothing that can stop the Martian death machines?
Guns, tanks, bombs, they're like toys against them. We know now that we can't beat their machines. We've got to beat them.
All over the world, human beings cower before the onslaught of these unearthly enemies, whom no one has ever seen. Panic that sweeps around the globe as the great masses of mankind flee blindly in a headlong stampede of hysteria.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
How's it going, sports nuts? Prospect here with the weekly sports update on Alien X Radio. Lots to talk about in the football world. First, the case dealing with Henry Ruggs III. The former Las Vegas Raider has been indicted with charge after charge stemming from a crash involving him and a woman. The 22-year-old was initially charged with driving under the influence after he was involved in a rear-end collision that resulted in a 23-year-old woman and her dog dead and her car bursting into flames. Nevada police discovered that Ruggs was driving in excess of 156 miles per hour before impact and a blood alcohol level twice the state's legal limit. Now, instead of adding spectacular catches to his resume, he can add reckless driving due to injuries suffered by his passenger and firearms charge for having a loaded gun in the vehicle. This is a stark reminder that even the idea of having money and fame, an upstart team like the Raiders, can keep you away from the rough and illegal lifestyle you had before. Ruggs, who could face 46 years in prison if convicted, has since been released on bond with his passport forfeited and confined to his home. I will keep you updated on his case. Also, there's still issues happening with the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers has been diagnosed with COVID and will sit out in their game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now you're probably thinking, Prospect, how is this news? Well, this was big due to the fact that the quarterback was reportedly telling a big fat lie. Back in August, Rodgers stated in a press conference that he's, quote, been immunized. Problem? He never got any of the vaccine. In an interview with Pat McAfee, Rodgers stated that he was allergic to 2 of the 3 vaccines, the Moderna and the Pfizer. He went through other methods to strengthen his immune system and filed an appeal to the league, but to no avail. Now he must be quarantined for at least 10 days, which would mean at least the Chiefs game, maybe more. As for the team, Jordan Love will get his first start. Racial disparity is still prevalent in this country. We are still reminded that the negativity exists, especially in the sports world, with many black athletes voicing their opinions on the injustice. And the biggest culprit of this are white NBA owners like Donald Sterling back in the day. The newest suspect is Suns majority owner Robert Sarver. Back in 2016, Coach Earl Watson was leading his Suns against the Golden State Warriors, a feat that ended up resulting in a loss. Afterwards, Sarver entered the coach's locker room and said, quote, "Why does Draymond Green get to run up and down the court and say N-word?" I shouldn't have to tell you what that word is. Of course, Watson, who is black and Hispanic, checked him instantly, saying, "You can't say that." Of course, Sarver, through his attorneys, vehemently denied ever saying the word, saying that he, quote, "never called anyone or any group of people the N-word. It is abhorrent and ugly and denigrating and against everything I believe in." It's a stark contrast to what current and former employees say of the 60-year-old, including testimonials of housing a hostile, racist, and misogynistic environment in his 17-year tenure as majority owner. There is a lot to unpack about this story, so I will keep you posted on further developments. Well, tune in next week for more sport. For Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect saying until next time, Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
When you need the absolute fastest high-speed internet for your home or business but need to stay on your budget, then you need to give AlienCast a try. AlienCast high-speed fiber optic dial-up features ultra-fast dial-up speeds for way less than that fancy schmancy DSL or cable internet. Plus, AlienCast has all the great features you've come to expect from dial-up service, such as plugging your landline into your computer, installing an archaic phone modem card, and not having to mess with all that Wi-Fi nonsense, all for a fraction of the cost of internet that's way too fast for most people anyway. Call 188-GO-ALIEN to get AlienCast high-speed dial-up in your home today. AlienCast. Out of this world internet, down to earth prices.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio. Resistance is futile.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone. This portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for one like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Igor has asked me to stop by right here just for a moment and remind you about his flavored lube products. Now, you, of course, have always trusted Igor's original lube, you know, because everything is smoother with Igor's Lube. So get some today and get some tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about. Well, he has a flavored lube series, and he wants me to remind you about them, like Igor's original flavors, cherry, mint, and salmon flavored. Also, don't forget, for those of you out there that might be a Viking, perhaps, try Sea Beast. That's a squid-flavored lube with added sea salt for extra grit. Or perhaps you like one of his more exclusive flavors, like Dog Pie. That would be hot dog water and heavy whipping cream flavored lube. Or what about the flavor changing lube? Maybe one flavor is not good enough for you. Its flavor goes from cherry to mint to salmon flavor as it heats up. Or how about Oxy Lube? Get some Aquaman style with the oxygen infused and 100% breathable personal lube. Wow, that's hard to say. Personal lube. Wow. Inflatable kiddie pool sold separately. And of course, finally, with winter coming up, try Igor's new outdoor safe lube with antifreeze called Winter Wind. It's high-tech prevention of frosty bits. It's science. Flavors include pineapple slushy, blueberry banana split, and yellow snow. Now, without further delay, I bring you the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions that aired just yesterday during Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern each and every Sunday on this fantastic radio station. This one's called Government Turkeys, y'all, and here we go.
it's time to answer just a few questions.
All right, folks, once again, it is time to answer just a few questions. As always, this portion of the show being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Are you guys ready?
No.
Never.
Never. At least you're honest, you know?
Absolutely.
Hey, when you say, yeah, we're ready, liar. We can't be.
I know, right?
I'll be the judge of that.
That's right. You have no idea.
No idea what I'm about to do
What
to you.
seeped from my brain this morning after my second cup of coffee.
Oh, so you start this all after your second cup?
No, not really. I'm probably halfway through the first one by the time I finally get down here. Start typing.
Before the brain drippings start.
That's right. Before I start collecting it in, like I said, into a big pile and then try to figure out how to clean up the mess.
All right.
So,
let's do this.
We are going to do this.
Question number one.
Well, it's November, and that means it's time to fully jump into the fall season. We've been tinkering around with it, but now we're all in it now, right? The ghosts and goblins have moved on, and it's not quite time for the fat guy in the red suit yet. Many people still have their Halloween decorations up and a partially rotted jack-o'-lantern on their porch that will most likely be there till spring when it defrosts into a muddy, goopy pile of nastiness. The leaves have turned to pretty colors and falling on the ground, piling up in your yard and turning into a heap of smelly compost at the curb waiting for the city to get around to picking them up. The briskness is felt in every cool breeze. That means it's hoodie season again, that's right! They're not just for emos, criminals, and Antifa members anymore.
Antifa members.
Thanksgiving is on the way, and that means family get-togethers, overeating, and a never-ending sea of Karens who feel the need to tell you that Christopher Columbus was a douchebag who had a bad navigational skill. And celebrating the holiday makes you a racist. After rolling your eyes at Karen, you begin to tackle your November. First, the leaves. How do you dispose of the leaves collecting in your yard? A, carefully rake them by hand, placing them in city-approved biodegradable yard waste bags at the curb no more than 24 hours before the weekly scheduled pickup. B, using the leaf blower to direct all of the leaves into one giant pile, at which time you will go inside for a short break, leaving them there until they defrost in the spring into a giant heaping smelly pile of compost and growing mushrooms. C, the same way that you clear your driveway of snow and ice with your Igor's Empire military-grade flamethrower and weenie roaster. Or D, since you don't have a tree in your yard, just blow them back into the neighbor's yard. Their tree, their leaves. There's a wild card answer, and this time around, Sir Martin of Mad will say it you.
Like with most things, kill it with fire. I will go with C.
Fire. It's torching everything in sight.
All right.
Exactly.
Might as well you might as well start early and just hit them right when they're on the trees, right?
That's it. Burn the tree down.
Right on the
Right. So honestly, what happens at the old D Unit household?
Yeah. Oh boy.
I don't do it. The wife goes out there with the blower and blows them into a big old pile, and then she takes the the vacuum chopper up thing. It goes into a bag and then throws it into the bag and then throws it out into the front yard and waits.
So A.
Kind of A and B.
Yeah.
Because B is, what was B?
Well, yeah.
Because eventually what she will do
So
is,
just minus the carefully raking and replace it with the using the leaf blower.
Yep, that's how it happens at my house. With the exception of once like all of our leaves do fall and everybody else's does, keeps on going, she'll start blowing them in everybody else's yard.
Oh, we already did ours, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, our tree's naked.
Exactly.
Naked.
Exactly.
So D gets A and B.
Yes.
The wild card answer neither of you chose. You run out into the middle of the yard and quote one of your favorite theatrical characters in cinematic history by asking, "Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?"
Biff. Yeah.
And the bonus question is, what is the character's name? And you're only half right. Oh, yeah. They said his last name enough times to know it.
Biff. Yo, McFly. I don't know his last name. I honestly don't know his last name.
True Martin of Mad?
No, it's gone. I know who you're on about, but no.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing the last name.
Tannen! Biff Tannen!
Oh, yeah.
God.
See, that's how
Tannen,
that's
when
not
he
really
was just 21 years old, placed a bet and became a millionaire overnight. That's right. And that brings us to...
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Okay.
Dos questione.
Now that you got your yard cleaned up, it's time to head on out to the stores. There are many things that you will need for the upcoming feast you are about to partake in. First, you will head to Party City for the decorations. You're thinking tablecloths, cups, and plates, napkins, and a grand centerpiece for the table. All decorated with colored leaf patterns, wild turkeys, pilgrims, and Native Americans sitting down together for a meal. You know, Thanksgiving decor. But with the shipping and supply chain issues, you find that there are no Thanksgiving Day decorations left. So, what will you use instead? A, the leftover Halloween decorations. They're 75% off. And with a magic marker, you can add pilgrim hats to the ghosts, feathers to the black cats, and arrows sticking out of the pumpkins. B, get all of the happy birthday Amanda stuff they have, and then a label maker. Just cover up Amanda with America, and you're good to go. C, a wedding theme, because both weddings and the discovery of America both can be represented by a lifetime of disagreements, arguments, and throwing stuff. Or D, just buy all of the streamers they have. All of them, no matter what color they are. Don't worry if you get too much, just hang on to the extras. Because in the future, they might come in handy during the great toilet paper wars of 2022. There's a wild card answer. And what saith you, the unit?
Oh, I'm going with D.
Just get all the streamers you can, man.
All you can, dude.
And use as little as you can for the party. Keep
exactly.
the rest.
I might just buy them and not even use them at the party.
The one thing that would be terrible, though, is if you got, like, black or brown streamers, you know, unless you like the mystery of not knowing when you're finished.
I'll give that one for the ladies. That could be their final detail for number 1.
Sir Martin of Mad!
Well,
are
I
you
want to choose
decorating?
D, but I'm also very curious of what the wild card may be. So I'm going to go for the wild card.
Sir Martin of Mad chooses the wild card answer.
That's the way that paper
Have the neighbor kid draw and color hand turkeys like you did back in preschool. Just go over and tell your bodybuilder neighbor that you want to borrow his child's hand for a moment. That won't go over well.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
No, it's a little weird.
You get your neck broke. I'm just saying. Bonus question!
Bonus!
Here is a list of decors.
Oh.
What holiday or season would they each represent? Okay, so when I'm going to give you the decor, and then you tell me what holiday or season would you decorate your house with. So turkeys.
Thanksgiving.
Martin?
Yeah. Well, we don't have Thanksgiving over here, but we do understand it. But it would usually be.
Do you have
Christmas.
another holiday that you might decorate with turkeys?
Christmas, because we eat turkey at Christmas.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. All right, okay. But you obviously went with Thanksgiving because you know who I am. So.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
gotcha.
So, well, yeah, sorry. Well, we'll go Thanksgiving.
B. Pilgrims.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Pilgrims. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Pilgrims. Okay. C. Colored leaves.
Fall.
Fall season. What do you say? Colored leaves.
Yeah. Or in autumn here in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, we say that too when we want to be special.
Speckle.
When we want to be extra, we say it's autumn.
It is autumn. Oh, it is autumn.
We have to make sure though
Fall
we
and
don't.
autumn the same.
Yes, exactly. Fall and autumn are the same if she is on the stage and has had too much to drink. Then autumn might fall.
He's been waiting to say that for years.
It's gonna work its way in there
Set him
somehow.
up to that. I mean, it just flew off his tongue so fast. Giggity.
Jack-o'-lanterns.
Halloween.
What was that, sorry?
Jack-o'-lanterns.
Jack-o'-lanterns. The coming of Sam Hain, or Halloween, as it's commonly known.
Yes. E. Condom balloons.
Condom balloons.
Balloons made out of condoms.
Wow.
Holiday or season for condom
I'm
balloons?
gonna say I'm gonna go for broke and go.
It's not. I'm gonna give you a little hint. It's not
I'm
really.
gonna say
it's an event.
spring break.
It's an event.
Spring break.
That's close. It's very, very close. That. I didn't even think about that one. So I'm gonna give you a point on that anyway, even though there's no points. They don't matter.
Okay.
But it's kind of like that. Yeah, it's an
You know,
event.
spring season, spring break. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a holiday. It's an event. So what do you say, Mr. Martin Mad? He was so close with spring break. Think about that. That's it. So you got a free hint.
Spring break. I don't get it. No, I don't. I'm gonna go spring break as well. So yeah, don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he gets a point for spring break, and you get one taken away for not being creative and you just following.
Be your own man!
The answer was bachelor party.
Oh.
What?
Bachelor party, a lot of times they got the balloons that are made out of condoms.
All right, but that's
That way, if you like need one real quick, you can just pull
not
down.
a holiday or season, though.
I know, that's why I said it's an event, and it's why neither is spring break.
How would you
Right,
celebrate?
but you started off. Okay, never mind.
Right, I know. Then I gave you that hint again before you answered.
Okay.
How do you celebrate bachelor party? What's that all about?
A bachelor party for real?
Yeah.
Before you get married.
It's like a stag party, isn't that what they call it?
Right. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
All
I
your
got you.
boys get
I got you.
together
Movies and
you know,
strippers
yeah.
and drinking.
Movies, strippers. You ever seen the movie with Tom Hanks, Bachelor Party?
No. No.
Oh, you need to see that. You need to see
Oh,
that.
dude, you so need to see that one. That's like probably his first 2 or 3 movies
That was
he's
like
ever
his
done.
prime time movie stuff. Man.
Yeah,
He was real good.
that's
in that.
like the good stuff. You know,
He was young.
You got what's her name from the White Snake?
Yeah, the White Snake
the chick
video.
that just died. Tanya. You know her.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
You know.
If I had a Jag, she'd be dancing on it. Katanya.
Yeah.
Now you perked my interest.
Oh yeah, dude.
You see that.
Oh yeah, and you see her boobies.
And finally, reindeer. No, not finally. We got more. Reindeer.
It's going to be Christmas, isn't it?
Yes. All right. What about a white Igor's Lube T-shirt? Again, this is an event. This is an event.
Mainly Sundays, in between 12 and 2.
Well, I already said spring break, and I think that the other time that you would see that would be probably at a bachelor party when you're saying that. So, what other events would you see in Igor's?
Here's a clue. This event could be at both of those events.
Oh, wow.
A bachelorette party now?
It's a white Igor's Lube T-shirt.
A wedding party. So it's got to be like a bridal thing or something. No?
No.
I give up. I'm wasting time.
A wet T-shirt contest.
Oh.
Right.
And now finally, flowers and trees.
Flowers and trees?
Flowers and trees.
Flowers and trees. It's going to have to be spring, isn't it, I suppose, or something like that.
Springtime or a funeral. If he's talking events now.
You guys already got it. You both said spring.
Okay.
So you guys got that one. Bring us to
Question number 3.
question number 3. You now have your house cleaned up and all decorated. You've been to the grocery store and got all the side dishes you and your friends love. Mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry sauce, sweet potatoes, biscuits, green beans, corn and carrots. What are some of the not so common side dishes you might be serving this year? So these are the not so common side dishes that you may have at your dinner. A, sushi salad. A raw and still twitching goldfish fillet flops about on a bed of chopped romaine lettuce, seaweed, cucumber, and bamboo shoots, served with oyster and squid ink dressing.
Squid ink dressing.
B, 5-alarm chili. This beanless chili may be light on the gas, but it has no shortage of burn. Each cup contains 2 jalapenos, 2 habaneros, and 1 ghost pepper, served with a pitcher of milk, safety glasses, and surgical gloves. Or C, Musco pizza. A deep dish topped with Milk Duds, Skittles, and candy corn left over from Halloween, along with pineapple. All the leftover candy must go on the Musco pizza.
Love the along with pineapple.
It's pretty sad when that's the only thing that made it edible. Sir Martin of Man.
With all that, you also have pineapple.
So sad.
It's so sad.
Dude, can you imagine ordering a pizza, waiting an hour and a half for my pizza to come in and it shows up and I open it and there's pineapple on it? I would be
I'm going to go with chili.
Chili. That's some hot chili, man. Each cup, I said, I didn't say bowl, I said cup. Each cup of chili contains 2 jalapenos, 2 habaneros, and 1 ghost pepper.
Nice.
Your face will be burned off.
They'll make your bunghole go.
Oh, yeah. The next day, there'll be lots of rat-a-tat-tat going on. Yeah.
If you survive.
The unit!
Oh, dude, I'm going with the pizza. I'm going with
Because you can always pick off
what you
Skittles.
don't like. Yeah.
Nice.
I actually probably would leave the Skittles on it.
Wow.
I think the candy corn would come off.
Candy corn would definitely come off.
You know, the Skittles and pineapple with a little bit of chocolate. Yeah, that could be interesting.
I don't know.
I might try it at home tonight. Could be pizza. No, we're going to Longhorns tonight.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. It's not
If it
delivery,
tastes
it's Willy
like
Wonka.
If it tastes like crap, you can always blame Alien Stone.
That's right. I invented it. Well,
Or it could be crap.
right.
Never know.
You never know. Make it without crust, put it in a cup, and it's the cup of pizza.
The cup of pizza.
Yeah. Bonus question!
Bonus question.
Oh, wait, we're not on the bonus question yet. We're still halfway through this
goodness.
question. Yep.
Oh.
You have all the side dishes, but the one thing you could not find anywhere was a turkey.
Uh-oh.
All the stores are telling you they can't get enough turkeys because of the shipping issues. So,
Supply and demand.
you decide to try some of the local farmers, but they all tell you that they were bought out this year by a new superstore in Washington, D.C. If you want a turkey, that's where you'll find them. After getting to Washington, what do you see on the sign at the counter? A, it says, all turkeys have been pre-injected with butter, garlic, and the COVID-19 vaccine. B, the Butter Baldwin. It's a fat fowl accidentally shot in the face by ex-Vice President Dick Cheney. C, the Pelosi. It's a tough old bird way past its expiration date, pre-seasoned, and basted with Scotch whiskey and prune juice. Or D, the Biden. It's a skinny old feeble-minded chicken in a turkey costume running about, shitting on everything until one day it looked up during a rainstorm and drowned.
Wow.
What would you like?
Neither of them.
Is that a wild card on this one?
hungry.
No wild card.
All of that creativity for those, and not one extra one can come out of that.
What did you? This doesn't say what you have to eat. It says what did you see on the menu at the Washington D.C. Superstore that bought out all the local farmers.
You probably saw all of it.
Yeah, all of them. Definitely with pre-inject.
Right.
All of them.
Exactly.
All of them
They would be like Taco Bell. They would have 57 menu items, but only sell 3 things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. There's 57. But at the end, it's still a burrito.
Right.
It's still a taco.
Exactly. It's just folded differently.
Exactly. I would like that grilled. Well, the only big difference is do you want a soft shell and a hard shell on it? Like, really? I mean, it's still a taco. double-decker, triple-decker. I mean, come on. All you guys are just a bunch of money peckers.
Wow. Okay, so what was your true answers? I forgot.
All of them.
All of the above is on menu.
All of it.
Smart Mad?
Yeah, go for that. All of the above.
All of the above. The bonus question.
Massive boner question.
What's the name of this turkey store? A, Comrades Turkeys. B, The Hammer and the Sickle. C, Bird Brains. Or D, Joe's Crab Shack.
Joe's
Crab Shack.
Joe's Crab Shack is the answer. All right. That brings us to Lightning Strikes.
I was like how we both said Joe's Crab Shack at the same time.
Halloween decorations should come down when? November 1st, November 7th, or spring?
Spring.
Technically, I think they should be up all year long.
Yes.
Well, you just have to get the answer right with me. My answer was November 7th. I give everybody a week after the end of the month the holiday was contained in.
So
4th of July, you get a long time. Because you can actually get a whole week after the month of July. So you get all of July and a week into the next month. See? But Halloween happens on the 31st, so by the end of the first week of November, you should be taking those down. So, number 2, Christmas decorations should go up. When? November 1st? December 1st? Or after Thanksgiving dinner?
Never.
December 1st and never. We always, in our family, when we got done eating. Huh? No, when we got done eating and we had our pie, when we got done eating our pie, then we would start thinking about putting up the decorations. We would. Because Thanksgiving's over when you fart. Just saying. So, Christmas decorations.
Is awesome.
Christmas decorations should come down when? December 26th? January 1st? Or January 7th?
Well, going by what you just said, it would have to be January 7th. However, I was always taught and brought up, that you should always take it down before New Year's Day. Due to the fact that you're...
So you get a lot of drunk people falling off roofs on New Year's Eve.
No, they say that you're bringing in the old year with the new year. You want to start a new year. So you're like cleaning everything up.
All
you're
those old-ass lights hanging around.
Everything all,
That's right. I got you.
Christmas is a celebration and a family event or whatever it is that, stops after the,
all right.
the last day. So start over at the beginning of the year.
So Martin of Mad?
I'm going to go with 7th of January.
Okay, well, you got that answer because that's what I had underlined, but I'm also going to give it to D-Unit because he had a very appropriate explanation to go with it.
Well, I still guessed your answer just knowing about what you would think
you did.
because you gave it away.
You did. Now,
I
also remember
think.
For a
now
little
I want
while,
you to think.
They tried this for a couple of years and it never took.
What's that?
But what they tried to get everybody to do, maybe it's just a Detroit thing, but it didn't work. They wanted you to take down all of your colored lights on January 1st and replace them with just white lights for the month of January as the bright new year. They were trying to get everybody to light everything up with just white lights for the month of January. Blinding our airline pilots as they're coming.
Blinded by the lights.
Snow everywhere and everybody lit up in white lights. Wow, that'd be very bright. So, what do you call the flags people put out that say fall, spring, winter, and summer? You know the ones that they got out on their porches? It's got like a colored leaf on it and it says fall. And they take that one off the little pole and they put another flag out in the springtime. Springtime. It's got little flowers and stuff on it.
What do I call them?
What do they call them? Is it A, season banners, B, seasonal flags, or C, totally unnecessary?
Totally unnecessary.
Totally unnecessary, yeah. We know we have calendars. I'm wearing a jacket. Is it spring? I don't know. Number 5,
wearing a jacket. Let's get the banner out there to tell people are wearing a jacket. How's about not?
What's all this white stuff everywhere? Oh, it says winter.
Jacket weather,
Selling
umbrella weather.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Instead of a
galoshes
snowflake,
weather.
there's a picture of a fur coat.
Right.
What's that white stuff everywhere? Keith Richards just emptied his pockets.
Yeah.
Amen, brother.
Number 5. If your neighbor's kid likes to jump in the pile of leaves you just spent an hour raking up,
You beat him senseless with that rake.
where should you start putting the pile? A, in the middle of the street, B, over a rock, or C, on top of the fire hydrant?
I wouldn't say on top of the fire hydrant, but I'll just burn it anyway.
I'm thinking on top of the fire hydrant.
It's on top of the fire hydrant or over a rock. Either one's fine. Don't put it in the street because motorcycle guys don't like that.
Well, maybe we should like put it over like an empty hole.
That'd be cool too, man. Really loosely packed in the hole, so once they hit it, they go down and get packed with it. That'd be cool. And then, Sir Martin Mad, you can burn it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
It's a step-by-step process. I'll handle step 1.
You must decide. Pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie?
You gotta go by what you're thinking too, right?
Pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie?
What are you guessing, Gramps?
I'm going to go with sweet potato pie.
I'm gonna go with pumpkin pie.
Sweet potato pie? Pumpkin pie. I actually like both of them, but pumpkin pie you can pretty much get all the time, and sweet potato pie I don't hardly ever see. I mean, I know it's out there, but they don't stuff it around and put it in the cases and everything until you get around November. Yeah, so I do like some sweet potato pie, damn it. Number 7, whipped cream. I'm sorry, wait. Oh, this makes no sense. It says whipped. Oh, on that pie, whipped cream or no whipped cream?
Oh, definitely whipped cream.
Sir Martin?
Go with cream.
Whipped.
What he said.
Whipped cream. Like a little pie with my whipped cream.
Say what? What?
Finish each of these side dishes. Mashed blank.
Potatoes. And gravy?
Martin?
Yeah, mashed potatoes and gravy.
That's pretty good. Creamed blank.
Corn?
Is pie an option? Giggity.
You can answer however you want.
Careful what you wish for.
So creamed pie? Creamed corn? Yes, creamed corn. I hate creamed corn. It bums me out when I see it. I feel like Father Mulcahy getting robbed of my corn on the cob.
Here's what you do with it. Okay? You douse it a crap load with pepper. And you throw a little bit of it on your mashed potatoes, dude.
Oh, well, yeah, if you mix it with mashed potatoes, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually mix, like, loose. I call it loose corn. Everybody don't like that.
That's what I call it, too.
Loose
Because
corn.
that's what it is.
I mix that in there with lots of butter, too. Oh, yeah. Final one on that one is honey baked blank.
Ham.
Honey baked what?
Honey baked blank.
Don't know.
Ham. Just go with ham.
Okay, ham.
Ham it is. Honey baked ham.
Or as we would say, gammon, as I had one last week.
Think about this now. Somebody decided to take honey and sugar and put it on a pig's butt and bake it. And we were like, let's have some of that.
Dude, they make honey baked turkey breasts, too, bro. That are, like, phenomenal.
Oh, well, that's not, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, of course you would.
Number 9. What is traditionally found inside of a supermarket turkey? A, grapes.
No.
B, raisins.
Negative.
Or C, neck and gizzards.
Neck and gizzards.
So unbelievably disgusting.
I know what we're doing.
I saw a video once where a guy convinced his son that was the turkey's tallywhacker. It was his wiener. The kid was freaking out, child. It was so sad. I'm gonna get you with his wiener, and he's like running. It was so horrible. And finally, number 10, most disturbing thing to pull out of your turkey. A, a dirty syringe. B, a used condom. Or C, a human ear.
The most bizarre thing to pull
the
out
most
of it?
disturbing thing to pull out of your turkey.
I'm going to say the condom.
I'm going to say the used condom.
I mean, that to me would be,
dinner's over at that point.
What I'm saying, use syringes and stuff like that. The Fed are coming, best place to hide it, blah, blah, blah. They're not going to look in there, type thing. The condom, yeah.
Someone's
You didn't put it in there to hide it. It probably came off while using it.
Yeah, thank you for using a condom. Good job out of you.
Right.
But what the hell is wrong with you?
Internally basted.
Take your DNA net with you.
Igor's
DNA nets.
Oh my God.
And ladies and gentlemen, that has been Just a Few Questions. Yes, it was just a few questions and not a whole lot of answers. You're just kind of left with a lot more questions. Usually, like, what is wrong with Alien Stone? Why is he thinking this way? Where does he get this stuff? And why are people still sticking around and answering these questions? And why am I listening every week? Because you can't wait for me to ask you some questions. You're just afraid to call in, aren't you? Anyway, folks, that's all the time we got for this week's Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. To all of my affiliates, thank you very much. Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. 920 WO in the Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSBFM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sound Choice Radio, Prodcore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Until next time, this is Alien Stone saying, peace out, Earthlings!
Please sit down. Frankly, this radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
You haven't stopped talking since I came here. You must have been vaccinated with a phonograph needle.